Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Luis Hernandez with the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce. Very honored to be here with you guys today for the grand opening ribbon cutting ceremony celebration for the Barelas Event Center right here in the heart of what we call Barelas, USA. So glad to see so many friends of the family here to celebrate. More importantly, so glad to see so many wonderful community members that are here to celebrate with us today. At this time, I'd like to invite Jim Garcia, the Vice President of the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber, to the stage. There he is.
It's not working. Good afternoon, everybody. How about this? This is a special place. So here we are. We're in the heart of Barelas. What a great tribute. What a great honor it is going to be for us. Can you imagine how many quinceañeras, how many graduations are going to be held here in this room, and how many people are going to get married right here in this room? It's really, really a tribute. It's part of us regrouping and redoing the whole neighborhood, and what a great start it is. What a great night. We have the mayor, we have everybody in house tonight. But on behalf of the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber, thank you and welcome everybody. Luis. Okay. So here we are. We have a new administration in the house, and what a great honor it is to have. He could be anywhere and everywhere, and he is. How grateful we are to have our mayor, Mayor Tim Keller. Mayor. One Albuquerque, porque.
Having a little problem there with that. There we go.
All right.
Well, that cord or something.
You can stand with me if you want.
Okay.
All right, well, hey, good evening, Albuquerque. Good evening, Barelas. That's right. What a festive occasion this is, and there's some folks I want to thank before I share a few words, but we've got 106.3, right? Local radio station here celebrating, broadcasting live. And I think everyone knows here, you know, we've got some folks from the Alarid family, of course, was their long-time grocery store over there at the table. Let's give them a round of applause for their legacy. And of course, Margie Hernandez, and of course, Mr. Gonzalez, the man of the hour. Where are you guys at? In the back there. Thank you for everything. A little bit more on you two in just a minute. But let me say this, it really is an honor for me as mayor to be here. And there's a couple of reasons why. You know, number one, I believe in celebrating all that makes our city special. And one of the big things that is so unique about Albuquerque is, of course, our deep heritage and our cultural roots. And you know who's older actually than Albuquerque? Barelas. And so we know those historical communities along the Rio Grande corridor, which sometimes got absorbed by Albuquerque, sometimes didn't. They are what makes us special, what makes us unique, and what I'm so proud of. And if you hear, as Mr. Garcia said, with the one Albuquerque mantra that we like to say, you know, there's two parts of that. The other part, if you see the logo, is one burque, because that's the old spelling of Albuquerque, and we're honoring that. We're paying respect to the tradition, to where we came from. And so we believe in coming together as a city, no matter whether we just moved here or whether we've been here for 400 years, or for our Pueblo friends since time immemorial. We believe in celebrating all that we are, in championing that cultural diversity that makes us great. So thank you for being a part of that resurgence. That's what we're here to celebrate today. Now, I got to tell a few stories, because when it comes to Barelas Coffee House, you know, I know you can tell whether you're going to win or lose an election. If you just go to Barelas before the election, and you kind of get a feel for what's going on, you know. You hear the mitote, and you know, it's either people like, oh, there's that guy Keller, you know, or it's like, Keller, and you know, so you can feel it when you walk in the room. It's the ultimate poll. I've told the Journal and Sanderhoff and these fancy people who do political polling, they could save a whole lot of time. Just walk into Barelas and you know what's happening. So that's still very much true, and that's right. When we think of the cornerstones of our community, there's a lot of families that are represented here today. And it might be whether it's a local auto repair shop, whether it's a grocery store, or it's a restaurant that has been a cornerstone of our community, of the broader Albuquerque. I would even venture to say, when it comes to Barelas Coffee House, of central New Mexico, if not New Mexico. You are a cornerstone of our state, and I'm so glad that you're in the city of Albuquerque and that you're expanding and having an event center. Because I believe whether it's the quinceañeras or the birthdays or the weddings, this place is going to be packed. And serving the good food is going to be La Mexicana restaurant. And so let's give them a round of applause. La Mexicana has been tasked with a lot of things in our community, including not only feeding us, but teaching our children how to cook, how to make tamales, how to make tortillas, how to make bizcochitos, including my daughter who goes to Coronado, and they have a program with that. So I'm excited to that relationship that you guys have set up, and we're bringing together two cornerstones of our community. In a way, the place that brings us together, and of course, the kitchen that's going to also feed us and teach us and keep those traditions alive in the kitchen. So thank you so much. Let's do a couple of things. Let's give them one more round of applause for putting this together. There's one more thank you I want to give before I forget. There's a gentleman who's been around a long time. He's worn a lot of hats, but he loves Barelas as well. That's Alan Armijo, former city councilor and county commissioner, and now lucky enough to help me out in the mayor's office. His tenure never ends, it just evolves. And so let me end with this. There's a lot of things I'm trying to do to invigorate our city and invigorate Barelas. And it's great to see when the private sector and the community is stepping up on their own. But if you haven't heard, we've taken back control of the rail yards. Yes. That's going to be a game changer for this neighborhood. So we got a long road to go on that, but we know this. It's now in our hands. We get to decide our future as a community, where we're going to go with that, what we're going to do with that. And we're also going to need some help. So we got some legislators here. I want you all to hit them up to help invest in the rail yards. Representative Mo Maestas is here. And our state senator for the South Valley, of course, Senator Michael Padilla. Let's give him a round of applause. So there's a few other things we're working on with respect to, of course, the downtown public safety district, which is going to help. We're building part of the community center over there with a new facility just right down the street on lead, and we're going to try and fix up that park next to the Hispanic Cultural Center, and we're going to try and continue to champion the notion of Camino Real and make sure that that is the artery running through our city, that it always has been, and that we champion and that we celebrate. So with that, I could go on a lot longer. I'm going to cut it off and return things back to our MC. But I want to say this. Thank you for giving me the chance to be your mayor and a chance to help out Barelas. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, folks, at this time, I'd like to invite you to join us outside where we will do a formal ribbon cutting ceremony and celebration.